Used to get my hair done, used to have my nails long, used to wearing makeup every day.
Hi. You just woke up? How are you doing? Do we match today? We match, boo-boos. You're just gonna sit on my lap like this? Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I am so pumped, so excited because I'm gonna share my must-haves, but this time, my must-haves that are under $20. I'm gonna categorize it as inexpensive, affordable. Some things are half 20, some are like just at that mark, but these are things that I use every single day. Like I literally went through a couple of days and I kept writing down the things that like I had to have every single day. So not only are they inexpensive, but you're getting the biggest bang for your buck because you use them so often. I have done a couple of these must-have videos. I've done like a newborn, 3 to 4 months, 5 to 6 months. This is gonna be like the first year my inexpensive must-haves because I almost have a 1-year-old. I'm like a little bit hormonal, kind of emotional about it, not really ready, but we're gonna focus on the positive. I have my items here. Let's get into it. Number 1, and this, my friends, is gonna be something I have talked about a little bit on my channel already. It's in my newborn baby must-haves, but we are gonna talk about it at our number 1 mark because it is today's sponsor. I cannot believe it. You guys are gonna die. It is the NoseFrida, which if you don't know is from the company Fridababy. They also have Frida Mom. They make so many like lovely must-have products that I've raved about before, but the NoseFrida is one of my faves. And to change things up, make it a little bit different, I've talked about it so much, but I've never showed you how to use, and it can be a little bit intimidating, like if you see this. But if somehow you've not heard me talk about the NoseFrida before and you have no idea what this is, it is the SnotSucker. It sucks up the snot. And I know what you're thinking, I do not want snot in my mouth. That does not happen. The red end is gonna be the mouthpiece, so this goes into your mouth, so yeah, you suck. And all of this does come apart, so it's really easy to wash. You can hand wash it, or you can throw it in the dishwasher. So then you have this tube that also comes off. You have this piece that holds the filter, which you should change every time you use it because little boogies will get in here. And then you have this tube right here, which is the blue end. It goes to your baby's nose. And if you can see, there's a little hole right here that will go right at the end of your baby's nose and create that little seal and suction. And let me tell you, this little must-have right here has saved my life since the newborn stage. If you had missed the NoseFrida train, it is not too late to jump on it now. I have used it literally the entire year, and it puts to shame the alternative, which was that little bulb. I'll put a little photo on screen of what I'm talking about, but it is like that little thing that has a long tube and it goes way too far up your baby's nose, and it's just completely unhygienic. And I am so happy that our generation has a better option than what the previous generation had. Now let me put the fear aside of boogies going into your nose and show you how to use. So as you can see, here's my daughter Arrow. What we do first is hit with a little bit of the saline solution. This is the saline solution. It either comes in a kit. They have a few different options. So you can buy just the SnotSucker, you can buy this as a kit, you can buy the filters on the side, or you can get the saline solution on the side. So you have some options. You are gonna want extra filters to replace it often, and you are going to eventually need to get another saline solution. It does last a while. I've definitely repurchased these items a few times in my journey. I am telling you, the boogies come, but the boogies also go. I honestly use it every single time. It loosens up those boogies, and then red in the mouth, blue to the nose, and give a light suck. You don't have to go crazy. And just a few seconds of sucking, it is all over. The nose is clear. I am telling you, when you have a newborn all the way to now, the nose gets stuffed, it gets clogged, boogies get in there, and it is your job to get them out. To check them out and every single must-have I'm gonna go over in today's video. Check the video description. And now moving on to my number 2 must-have is the bath thermometer. Now this is something I picked up when I was pregnant because if you don't know and you're pregnant, the water temperature of the bath has to be lukewarm, and I like it scalding hot. So I got a thermometer to make sure I was taking an appropriate temperature and not cooking the baby. I got mine off Amazon, and I have used it all throughout pregnancy, all postpartum for my daughter's bath. It has been the biggest bang for her buck. It also ended up being one of her favorite bath toys. Like, I just let it float in the water. I know what temperature it is, and she has fun with it. It has been the biggest hit. If I remember right, I think it was under $10. So highly suggest it, especially if you are pregnant, but even if you're just hearing about it now and you have like a 3-month-old, buy it. I even had an expensive little baby bathtub for when she was a newborn that could tell the temperature, and I still would just use that little thermometer. Number 4, and this is gonna be a breastfeeding specific must-have. It is so inexpensive and it's such a bang for a buck, I have to include it. It is the Haakaa. Now, even if you just plan on exclusively breastfeeding and not pumping, this is a great way to just have a little bit of a supply on the side for emergencies, because trust me, an emergency will pop up, and it's a great way to save milk without trying. So pretty much when you feed on one side, you just have it suction on the other side, and it just catches that letdown, the runoff with no effort. There are a couple versions of the Haakaa. I bought a few of them, and the one that I suggest is the one I'll link below, but it's the one that has the suction on the bottom, because the one issue I do run into with it is that it tips over when it didn't suction to my nightstand, because you're probably gonna use it in the middle of the night, and that's when the accidents happen, and you don't want to clean up spilt milk at 3 in the morning. Trust me. Number 4, this is something I did not think I was gonna love or need, but it is the butt spatula. So you can get this in a kit with the Boudreaux's butt paste, or you can buy it on the side from Amazon. I'm pretty sure it's under $10 too, but pretty much it is a way to apply butt paste without getting it on your hands, which I thought was gonna be super extra, but that butt paste really has a scent to it. It gets stuck under your nails. It's just way more effective of applying the butt paste. I really thought this was gonna be an extra item in the beginning of my journey, but it has ended up being something I use every single day, and I 100% recommend it. Number 5, one of the biggest questions I get is what pacifier I use, what worked for me. So I'm gonna say for newborn, I really like the MAM pacifier. The way that they're made, they're just really great for that newborn age, but it does kind of put you into a certain pacifier category. I've noticed a lot of the ones that I think are cute, like the Bibs one, didn't work for us, but then I realized that Bibs makes a Bibs Supreme that is like the evolution of the MAM. So use the MAM for newborn, but I suggest the Bibs Supreme, honestly, because of the aesthetic, but the quality, the price point, the way they look, the way they work, they are our go-to pacifier. And the other reason I liked switching from MAM at like the 7-month mark to the Bibs is because those little pacifiers will get lost under couches, behind cribs, in the car, everywhere, and what happens is your baby is finding pacifiers that are too small for them, but it's kind of hard to distinguish immediately if it's like the right appropriate one. So completely switching the look of the pacifier when you change the size can help you just be like, okay, this is no longer a part of our routine, we need to get rid of those. And so it just made it easier to uniformly change the size at the right time without any confusion, if that makes sense. Number 6, and this one did become a must-have, like after 6-month mark, it is the Ryan and Rose spoon. So obviously before foods are, you know, a part of your routine, you're not gonna need this, but I use this every single day now, and it is just so smartly made. It has a spoon on one side, and then it's kind of bubbled, so it's really easy and fun for your baby to hold. And then on the other side, it has like a spork stabber, which actually ended up being something that my daughter really loves to use to pick up food. Now my daughter is only 11 months, so we don't use utensils for everything for every meal, but every single day I do offer it, and it is something she tries to use. You do get a pack of 2 for under $20, and I highly suggest it for like 6 months up. Number 7, this next one I just call the music toy. This is like my emergency must-have toy. It's under $20. I don't remember the proper name. I'll link it down below. I keep one in my diaper bag. I keep one in the car. Ooh, have I had mascara on my finger this whole time? Oh well. The idea of the toy is super simple. You just press buttons and music plays. You can change the song. I think there's only 2 songs, but let me tell you, it saves the day. I always keep it in my back pocket because it is honestly a more annoying toy for me to hear over and over again. Plus, I don't think it stimulates in like a developmental way, but if you were having a baby who is crying and you just need a second, if you're in the car, I keep it there. I always hand it back. I can get probably 5 to 10 minutes of, I wouldn't say silence because I hear the song, but I don't hear a baby crying, and sometimes as a mom that is just what you need. It is a top rated toy on Amazon. It is just something you should have in your back pocket for those breakdowns when you're having a breakdown and you need a second. Number 8. This is gonna be my go-to book. Everybody needs this book. It is called the Going to Bed book, and why I love it so much is it is like the perfect amount of story, the perfect rhythm for a bedtime routine book. It is not too long. It sets the vibe. It's straight to the point. I actually had this idea from Susan Yara to pick the same book to read before bed every night. So like that is the Going to Bed book. I think hers was Goodnight Moon. That's a great option too. That one is just a hair longer, and like the Going to Bed book, it gets the job done. And I know at the end of the day, I'm tired. I obviously still want a good solid routine, and I can get through that book. I can enjoy it. It sets the mood. If you're looking for a Going to Bed book, I recommend the Going to Bed book. Number 9. There was obviously a little filming mishap, so I don't want to leave you hanging. Gonna film number 9 like this, and then we'll pop back into the video. But number 9 is going to be Barnyard bath toys. I love these. They are under $20. They are pretty much the only bath toy we use. I love them because they're great, one, obviously for the bath, but you can use them out of the bath. They are great in the car. They are indestructible. They're also fun for you to engage with because obviously you can say the animals, or they also squirt water. Let me actually just show you them. All of the animals are just right in here with the little bath thermometer I talked about earlier. But yeah, they are definitely a everyday must-have. We use them every day and under $20. P.S. I know this isn't a baby must-have, but it is under $20 and I am absolutely obsessed. I want to share it with you. It is the best Amazon find I've ever found. It literally tops Free People quality that would like charge like probably $80 for the set. Under $20, comes in not a ton of different colors. I've already bought 3 of them. Like I tried this on and I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy more of this immediately. So I'll link that down below just because I was shook by the quality and I definitely want to pass that on because this is like the cutest little set. Number 10, the snipper clipper. I really did not think a nail clipper was gonna be something I used every single day, but let me tell you, some way or another, I am using the file, I'm using the clipper every single day. I don't know if it's that baby's nails grow so quickly or that I can only do so many of them at a time sometimes. It was much easier to cut my baby's nails when she was a newborn. Now that she has a personality and things to do, places to see, it can be difficult. So this is legitimately something I use every single day, and I have used Tweezerman. I've used so many different types of clippers, and the snipper clipper is again a product from Fridababy, like the SnotSucker, and just the way that they designed it, their ergonomicalness, I said that very roughly, but the way that you hold it as a parent and the way that it's kind of angled, I have no fear that I'm going to cut a finger. The way that the file is designed, it's just by far the easiest situation to use. These are the products I find myself using every single day. I feel like I have got my money's worth out of these products. If you feel like I missed a must-have that you want to share with everyone, please leave it in the comments down below. Like I always say, not every item will work for every mom and every baby. Everyone is a little different and unique. That is what makes motherhood beautiful and fun. I look forward to reading your suggestions down below. If you want to check out anything I talked about today, links in the description. Like this video if you liked it, and I will see you guys next Monday. Bye!
Life right now is a movie. Yeah. Where's the soundtrack? director of life. Think he made a mistake with his design.